Guys, this is your flower girl Shelly. I just wanted to show you my assortment of tools that I use when I'm doing my harvesting, and each one serves its own purpose. These here, I don't know if you could, yeah, you can. So each one has a different end to it, and these are real nice. Like if you have something like stuck inside a shell or something and you don't have fingernails to do it, you can just take one of these and just kind of pry it out. This one's got like a double hook to it, and then, you know, just your straightforward ones. I use this one almost all the time for various reasons. Sometimes I just use this to dig a hole, to put something in. I mean, I love this thing. This is my favorite, one of my favorite tools. But you'll hear me say that like forever, because I say that about everything. This here is an assortment of my tools, or excuse me, my spoons. And each one, this may sound real silly, but probably not actually. Each one has a different depth to it also, in addition to the actual scoop size. And what this does is this assortment, for me anyway, it caters to whatever kind of seed that I'm dealing with at the time. Because sometimes you get like round seeds, sometimes are just you know, just different shape of a seed, and sometimes just a scoop of this is the most beneficial tool to use at the time. And we'll go over that, and I'll show you which ones are my favorite and for which seeds too. Lotus, sorry about that, she's crying because she put her ball somewhere that she can't get to, so she can complain about it. Anyway, these are just all kinds of different depths and diameters and whatnot that I use, and I do have my favorites, and we'll go over that later, like I said. Excuse me, allergies. These are just different tweezers that I use often as well. Depends on what kind of gription that I'm looking for. These are just, you know, these are medical scissors actually, and these come in handy. Love them. Anyway, so that's my assortment. This is real nice. So, like if you have a stem that's kind of prickly or pokey or whatever, and you don't have gloves, this comes in handy because you can just hang on to the stem with this, and then you know, excavate the seed from the seed head. These here are just my little sticky notes that I like to set on a plate or whatever to actually identify the different parts or components to the flower. There's chaff, there's an arrow to point to the exact seed that I'm presenting. That's obviously just the seed, and these are carry-ons and tag-alongs, just stuff that sometimes, like when you're harvesting any flower, actually. This happened a number of times last year where I was harvesting a certain flower and its neighbor, either from excuse me, a bird or some, I don't know, but anyway, that seed came into the grouping of the seed that I was actually harvesting. So a seed fell basically, essentially, on top of another seed head that wasn't part of that plant. So anyway, so those are my tag-alongs and carry-ons. This here, oh my God. All right, so when you're dividing or counting seed, this thing, all it is it's a top cut from a seed envelope, and it's that foil type material, so it bends, it can contour to anything. And I love this thing for doing counts or scraping up, you know, various seed or whatever, and I'll show you all that too. But that's become my favorite tool. It's amazing. Like, you can just invent your own stuff with household products. Scissors, obviously, just another measuring device if I wanted to. These, okay. Now, these seed spoons I got from a catalog, and I can't remember who it was, but check it. Lotus, that's enough. So these have just a very tiny, tiny opening to account for the number of seeds that on average it'll give you. And again, that depends on what seed you're you know, harvesting and working with. Like petunias, I could see maybe 3 because they're real tiny, but you know, so this isn't accurate. This just kind of gives you an estimate, but I used this a lot when I was doing my flowerscaping kits at first, and then, you know, once I was doing over, you know, 500 to 1,000 of them by hand, which I loved. You know, you just develop and learn different ways that's going to work for you. But anyway, so these are my tools that I use and love them. Oh, and so this tray also, this, oh God, I can't remember where I got this thing at. I want to say like, I think it's a pill tray. You know how pharmacists, you go and you count your pills or whatever, and then you can, there's that divot right there. Right here, so that you can just pour it in, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I love this thing. I put my seeds down on it and then do this little tab and, you know, divide them or whatever. This thing's plastic. And you'll hear me talking about the benefits of plastic versus paper. On certain materials and the reasons why. Some plastic have static cling, so you know, I take advantage of that property. But anyway, so this is what I'm going to be working with, and my goggles, of course. And so if you have household items like this, go grab them up if you're going to follow me on my YouTube page. And we could do this together. That'd be awesome. Thanks for watching. All right. Bye.